it's Becca from All Shapes Yoga. Welcome to day 4 of our All Shapes Yoga challenge leading towards our crow pose. How those hippies feeling? Hope you're all doing well. Any questions, just give me a shout. Let's get started. So coming on to all fours, fingertips facing the front of the mat, insides of those wrists facing your knees, and let's just rock forwards and backwards on those wrists, just warming them up, waking them up. Lovely. And let's turn those fingertips the other way. So fingertips facing your knees, fronts of the wrists at the front of the mat. Lovely. Let's go to the outside. So fingertips facing to the outside of the mat. So individual fingers facing outside and just rocking from side to side. And bringing those fingertips in to face each other and rocking from side to side again. Lovely. And then just coming and giving them a good little roll. So first of all with the fingertips open and the other way. Now close those fingertips, making a fist. And the other way. Lovely. Just bring the tops of the hands onto the mat. And we're going to just very, very gently rock forwards and backwards. So not too much pressure on these wrists. And then we're just going to pause with our body leaned backwards, really feeling the stretch all the way along here. Last breath, inhale. And just exhale, release. Take any last little circles, swirls and twirls that you might need. And then let's come to seated. So you're going to grab your block. If you don't have a block, you can use a roll of toilet tissue. You can use a book. We're going to pop it in between our feet. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to open those knees ever so slightly. Plant our hands like we're getting ready to do our crow pose. So really spread fingers. Using that tummy to pull those feet off the floor. And when we're ready, we're going to sort of pincer them together. So we're going to pincer our knees towards our armpits. And let's pincer them together. And hold it here. Really using that tummy to hold you up. Inhale. And exhale. Just see where those knees are. Can you get them any further up the arm? And come back down. Release the block. Just pull those knees together and give them a little cuddle. Lovely. Let's do that again. So grab your block in between those feet, open those knees ever so slightly, sit nice and tall, spread those hands and use the core to bring you up. Inhale here, exhale, pincer them together. Really trying to push the knees as far up the arms as they can go. Mine are still pretty low on those elbows. Just depends where you are, where your hips want to allow you to go. So just see, everybody's different. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, release the block down. Hug those knees in, give them a little cuddle. And just drop down for a minute. And then come to lying down on your mat. So just letting everything settle down here. See how back feels. See how those hip feels. Let's come to walking on that ceiling. So both feet are flexed like they're trying to walk on the ceiling. You're just going to open up those knees, spreading them a little bit further, and grab onto the edges of your feet, coming into your happy baby. Pushing those knees in towards your armpits. Just trying to flatten down the spine a little bit. So still keeping those feet. Trying to walk on that ceiling. You can have a little rock here from side to side if you like. Just give that back a little massage. One more nice deep breath in. And out. Just hug those knees in. Give them a little circle one way with the knees. And the other way. Lovely. You can grab each individual knee and give them a little circle too. And the other way. Nice. Okay. Feet back on the floor. We're going to go into our reclined crow. So, bringing those hands up like you're trying to really spread them on the floor, getting ready to support your weight. Our toes are going to come together. Our knees are going to flop out a little bit. And then we're going to pincer up. And when you're ready, inhale here. And exhale, lift that tailbone. Try and get those elbows and those knees touching. Try and slide the knees down the arms as much as you can. Remembering to breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, release those arms, those legs. Give those knees a little cuddle. One circle and two circles. And then bring it back down to the floor. Lovely. So we're going to try that again. So really think about the top of the body. It's relatively relaxed. You're all about coming from the hips, the lower part of the core. Really engaging that tummy to lift your pelvis up. Okay. Palms nice and spread. Inhale, toes together, knees apart. Exhale, bring those knees all the way up towards those arms. Using that core. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Few more breaths here. Inhale, can you slide those knees any closer? Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, release. Give those knees a little hug. Roll one way and the other way. And then just flop the feet down. So we're going to come up to seated now. So you can roll onto one side and push your way up, or you can sandwich your hands in between your thighs and your shins, and you can build up some momentum to rock up to seated. Lovely. So coming through to all fours, and we're just going to curl those toes under and see, can we have a little balance on those legs? Stretch out those hammies a little bit. Can we take one hand off, maybe two hands off? Can we sit nice and tall and strong? Lovely. And then let's just flop down, slowly lifting our hips and just flopping down here for a minute. And let's roll up super slowly. The last thing to come up is the head. And we're going to go into our Garland pose. So hips and feet. So feet about just wider than hip width. So see which feels best for you. Have a little experiment if it feels quite nice to be quite far, quite close together. Just experiment. When you're ready, inhale, standing nice and tall, and exhale, hands in prayer, sinking all the way down into your Garland pose. So again, what I want you to do is with these elbows, you're going to push those knees to the back of the room. So have a little experiment. See where your feet want to be. If they're a little bit if they're too close, they'll generally peel up off the floor. Your toes will peel up. So have a little go at opening them a little bit wider until you can almost get your heels down on the floor. And then when you're here, you're going to use those elbows to push those knees out back and sit nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, and hands are going to come in front, toes going to turn inwards, and you're just going to roll up super slowly. Dangle here for a minute, and then roll on up. Lovely. We'll do that one more time. So again, adjust the feet to where they need to be. Inhale, standing nice and tall. Exhale, sink low. So again, adjust them to where they need to be. Use those arms to push those knees to the back of the room. Sit nice and tall. Remember, don't let the bum sort of poke out there. You want to really sit it low, low, low. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And hands come to the front, feet come to the front, and roll on up. Lovely. So we're just going to practice a bit of our arm strength now. So bringing your feet, just again, it can be a little bit, it can be together, it can be a little bit wider than hip width. Just see what feels nice. But what I want you to do is place your hands on the floor. So that means literally bend your knees as much as you need to so that your hands are super, super flat on the floor. And all we're going to practice doing is, we're just going to practice just transferring the weight onto those hands. So sort of coming onto your tippy toes and seeing how it feels to transfer the weight onto the hands. Just coming right onto the tippy toes and then back to the heels. Okay, so you can adjust your hands to where they need to be so that you can really feel how it feels to bear your body weight on your hands. A few more of these. And let's go all the way forward, so right onto your tippy toes and then coming back. Lovely. One more. Coming, transferring all the weight onto your hands and then coming back and just dangling here for a minute and then rolling back up. Okay, come and stand at the front of your mat and let's bring the left foot all the way back, as far back as you can, and then with our hands all the way up, arms behind the ears, you're going to inhale, lift, and exhale, sink down into that front leg. So you're feeling a really nice long stretch along the right hand side hip flexor. Trying to make sure that that front knee is not overextended. You haven't got this arrow. You want to make sure you've got a straight line here. Knee is over the top of your ankle. If your hands are a bit tired, you can also bring them into your prayer, whichever one you prefer. Last deep breath here. Inhale. And we're going to exhale. We're going to bring that back leg all the way to meet the front leg and arms come down. Let's go over to the other side. So left foot all the way back. Okay, as far back as you can go. Both of the toes are facing the front of the mat. So arms can be up or in prayer, whichever one you choose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink into that front leg. So again, you might need to squidge that back foot a little further back. Just check that front foot, you're not overextended, you're not going into an arrow. You want that knee straight over the ankle. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale and back leg all the way to come and meet the front leg. And you are done for today. So fantastic. Have a great day and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.